February 18th. A fast zonal flow with embedded shortwaves is driving multiple impact zones today, with the most operational concern from the Pacific Northwest into the northern Rockies, a tightening pressure gradient across the southern plains, and lingering low ceilings from the mid-Atlantic into parts of the southeast. Starting west, a moist Pacific feed is pushing into Washington and Oregon, with steady rain along the coast and into Seattle and Portland, lowering ceilings into widespread MVFR, with pockets of IFR in heavier bands, and terrain obscuration through the Cascades. Snow levels remain relatively high but are lowering behind the lead impulse, so mountain wave activity and moderate turbulence are likely east of the Cascades into Spokane and Boise, with periodic light to moderate icing in the 4,000 to 12,000 foot layer. Northern Rockies, including western Montana and Idaho, will see periodic snow showers and obscured passes, affecting alternates and MEAs. In California, a weak ridge keeps the south largely VFR, but the Bay Area and Sacramento are dealing with shallow morning stratus and patchy valley fog before mixing out. So expect arrival spacing into San Francisco during the early bank. Across the Rockies and High Plains, lee troughing is strengthening surface winds from eastern Colorado through Kansas and the Texas Panhandle. Denver will see gusty crosswinds and mechanical turbulence on departure corridors, while Wichita and Oklahoma City contend with gusts 25 to 35 knots and localized blowing dust reducing visibility at times. Farther east into the Midwest, a weak clipper sliding through the upper Great Lakes is producing scattered light snow and MVFR ceilings around Minneapolis, Milwaukee, and northern Michigan. But Chicago and Detroit remain mainly VFR, with breezy west winds behind the boundary. The Ohio Valley into the mid-Atlantic is under a broad area of low clouds trapped beneath a shallow inversion, keeping ceilings 1,000 to 2,500 feet around. Pittsburgh, Washington, and Philadelphia for much of the day with limited mixing. Expect occasional drizzle but minimal convection. In the southeast, high pressure offshore is maintaining a moist onshore flow into the Carolinas and North Florida, supporting morning IFR to low MVFR at Raleigh, Charleston, and Jacksonville before gradual improvement inland. Atlanta remains largely VFR but with increasing mid-level cloud ahead of the next wave. Along the Gulf Coast from Houston to New Orleans, low stratus and patchy fog early will lift to MVFR, with modest south winds and no organized convection today. Finally, the northeast from New York to Boston trends toward improving ceilings late morning as drier air filters in. Though gusty west winds behind the departing system will create occasional moderate low-level turbulence on approach and departure. Overall, no widespread severe convection today, but crews should plan for layered ceilings in the east, gusty crosswinds in the plains, and icing and turbulence concerns in the Northwest and Rockies.